Okie dokie. Well, anyhow, this is the Habits of Health Lifestyle Hutchison group, and we've been doing this a little over 10 years. And Bill, my health coaching partner, would you jump in here and tell a little bit about us?
Certainly. Hi, Fred. I'm Bill Mayfield, and I'm pleased to be able to say that anytime we change our health issues, we should talk to our primary care physician. Fred and I are not doctors. We don't pretend to be, but education helps. We find information from Dr. Anderson's program and other programs and share it with our group, and be sure and talk to your doctor about anything that concerns you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's pretty good. You must have been practicing, huh? Okay, anyhow, we're going to talk a little bit about stress today, and so how stressed are you? Quiet time and stress reduction. I'm going to have a little couple of short videos. I'm going to play this one here first, and it talks a little bit about stress and how damaging stress is to your health.
What's up, dudes, and what's up, ladies? Brian here, and in this video, we're going to look at stress. What is it? What causes it? And what can we do about it? So, let's roll. What is stress? Stress is your body's way of reacting to any kind of demand or threat. When the body feels stress, your hypothalamus, the tiny region in your brain, signals your adrenal glands, located atop your kidneys, to release a surge of hormones, which include adrenaline and cortisol, into the bloodstream. As these hormones are released, the liver is triggered to produce more blood sugar, which gives you an energy kick, and breathing becomes more rapid, and heartbeat and blood pressure rise. If the stress is caused by physical danger, these chemicals can be beneficial, as they give you more energy and strength, and also speed up your reaction time and enhance your focus. But if the stress is caused by something emotional, it can be harmful, because there's no outlet for this extra energy and strength. Once the source of stress has passed, hormone levels return to normal, as do heart rate and blood pressure, and other systems also return to normal. Recent stress statistics show the top 7 causes of stress in the US to be job pressure, money, health, relationships, poor nutrition, media overload, and sleep deprivation. All of these are of the emotional kind, not the physical danger that can be beneficial. Other statistics show 77% of people regularly experience physical symptoms caused by stress. 54% of people say stress has caused them to fight with people close to them, and 30% of people say they're always or often under stress at work. So how does all of this stress affect our bodies? Long-term activation of the stress response system can cause major problems, including anxiety, depression, digestive problems, headaches, heart disease, sleep problems, weight gain, and memory and concentration impairment. It is vital to learn how to deal with stressors in your life. Some things you can do to manage stress include getting regular exercise, which can act as a distraction and also causes the release of endorphins and enkephalins that can help boost your mood. Eat a healthy diet that includes fruits and vegetables, which provide vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that can help maintain proper bodily functions. Make consistent time in your schedule for relaxation and fun, such as going to yoga class, listening to music, taking a walk, or working in your garden. Build relationships and friendships with people who have more positive attitudes. Cut down on caffeine, sugar, energy drinks, and alcohol. The effects of these are only short-term. Make sure you get enough good quality sleep, and if all else fails, seek professional help. Bottom line time. As you can see by the statistics, stress is a huge problem in society. A big part of being healthy is being happy. If stress is a big problem in your life, do something about it now. Don't let it erode your health. All right. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down, man. It's all good.
So how stressed are you? Do you have a mean boss, or those that still working anyhow? Or are you tight? Are your muscles tight? Stress? Sometimes maybe feel lost or hopeless cause of stress. And now there's 2 different kinds. There's outside stress and inside stress. Number one, as far as Uh, outside stress is your job. She looks a little stressed, doesn't she? Effects of stress on the job. Here's all the different things that when a person's stressed on the job that could come into play. I'm not going to go through each one of them, but I'll bring out some of them. Workman's compensation claim. If a person's stressed, they're more likely to get hurt. I know when I was working, because of the stress I felt at work, I often had an absentee problem. I was withdrawn from other people. I was resistant to change, and for that I needed to change my attitude a lot of times. I even had a supervisor tell me that a time or two. Can you believe? Change, need to change how you react to things. There's some things that's just completely out of your control. There's nothing you can do about it. But what you can do is work on how you react to things. There's another little short video that talks about stress and causing illness.
Cramming for a test, trying to get more done than you have time to do. Stress is a feeling we all experience when we are challenged or overwhelmed. But more than just an emotion, stress is a hardwired physical response that travels throughout your entire body. In the short term, stress can be advantageous, but when activated too often or too long, your primitive fight or flight stress response not only changes your brain, but also damages many of the other organs and cells throughout your body. Your adrenal gland releases the stress hormones cortisol, epinephrine, also known as adrenaline, and norepinephrine. As these hormones travel through your bloodstream, they easily reach your blood vessels and heart. Adrenaline causes your heart to beat faster and raises your blood pressure, over time causing hypertension. Cortisol can also cause the endothelium, or inner lining of blood vessels, to not function normally. Scientists now know that this is an early step in triggering the process of atherosclerosis, or cholesterol plaque buildup in your arteries. Together, these changes increase your chances of a heart attack or stroke. When your brain senses stress, it activates your autonomic nervous system. Through this network of nerve connections, your big brain communicates stress to your enteric or intestinal nervous system. Besides causing butterflies in your stomach, this brain-gut connection can disturb the natural rhythmic contractions that move food through your gut, leading to irritable bowel syndrome, and can increase your gut's sensitivity to acid, making you more likely to feel heartburn. Via the gut's nervous system, stress can also change the composition and function of your gut bacteria, which may affect your digestive and overall health. Speaking of digestion, does chronic stress affect your waistline? Well, yes. Cortisol can increase your appetite. It tells your body to replenish your energy stores with energy-dense foods and carbs, causing you to crave comfort foods. High levels of cortisol can also cause you to put on those extra calories as visceral or deep belly fat. This type of fat doesn't just make it harder to button your pants. It is an organ that actively releases hormones and immune system chemicals called cytokines that can increase your risk of developing chronic diseases, such as heart disease and insulin resistance. Meanwhile, stress hormones affect immune cells in a variety of ways. Initially, they help prepare to fight invaders and heal after injury, but chronic stress can dampen the function of some immune cells, make you more susceptible to infections, and slow the rate you heal. Want to live a long life? You may have to curb your chronic stress. That's because it has even been associated with shortened telomeres, the shoelace tip ends of chromosomes that measure a cell's age. Telomeres cap chromosomes to allow DNA to get copied every time a cell divides without damaging the cell's genetic code, and they shorten with each cell division. When telomeres become too short, a cell can no longer divide, and it dies. As if all that weren't enough, chronic stress has even more ways it can sabotage your health, including acne, hair loss, sexual dysfunction, headaches, muscle tension, difficulty concentrating, fatigue, and irritability. So, what does all this mean for you? Your life will always be filled with stressful situations, but what matters to your brain and entire body is how you respond to that stress. If you can view those situations as challenges you can control and master, rather than as threats that are insurmountable, you will perform better in the short run and stay healthy in the long run.
Okay, second one, number 2. Go the other way, Federico. There we go. Life stresses. We always talk about life's always comes at us, and there's a lot of those. These are the top 10 stressful life events, and these are things that mostly we can't do anything about. It's just life happens to us, and it's just up to you to determine how you react to it. Number 3, inside stresses. Now, chronic stress, they talked about it there in both the videos. These are some of the things that have been chronic stress is related to. That's poor sleep, low testosterone levels, high blood pressure, heart attacks, infertility, erectile dysfunction, damaged skin, stubborn body fat, and one of these that I had quite a bit of was poor sleep, and Bill knows that I worked on that for a long time, and I got it totally under control. And I'll talk about how I did that in a little bit here. Now, this is some of the things that causes stress. There's all kinds of them, and well, she's got enough of them there, I think, doesn't she?
Looks like it.
Yes, it does. And inside stress, one of them is worry stresses. This is there's several of these. Fear and uncertainty. Like the present time. Are we going to be in a bigger war or not? Attitudes and perceptions. Attitudes and perceptions. A lot of times that you might think that somebody has it in for you, and basically it's like the book by I can't remember his full name. The four
Agreements.
agreements, yes. And one of them is perceptions, and when you have a perception of how people are thinking about you or treating you, what you should really think is anything that they say or do is something that's going on in their life. It doesn't have anything to do with you. Don't even worry about it.
Huh.
But that's perceptions, And another one is unrealistic expectations that causes a lot of stress. Like I have people that tell me, I'd like to get on your program. I'd like to lose 30 pounds by the middle of next month for the class reunion. Unrealistic expectations.
Is that unrealistic?
Change. Change. Everybody hates change. Everybody wants it just to stay the same like it was yesterday. That's that two brains that I talk about a lot of times. It's kind of reverse to change. Your stress level will differ based on your personality and how you respond to situations. Solutions. Well, stress management right here in the middle, and all these things around that is the different things that can help you to relax and feel much better. Music, exercise, travel, motivation, therapy, meditation, a hobby of some sort. Music, all these things are good. Motivation and deep breathing. Yeah, Bill and I talk about deep breathing all the time because this is something that can help you relax almost immediately. 5 minutes of concentrated deep breathing and meditation has been shown to lower your blood pressure and greatly reduce the cortisol. Cortisol is the hormone that is created from stress, and it's also a fat storage hormone. So the more stressed you are, the more likely to put on weight you are. When you're stressed, your body wants to save every bit of energy it has because it don't know what's coming up, and that's why it's a defense mechanism, and it stores the energy because it wants to be safe. So that's kind of why that happens. Now, I've talked to you a lot about Tai Chi, and when we start our Tai Chi classes, the first thing we do is meditation. And over here on the left, you see the up arrow. What you do is you imagine power and strength slowly flowing up your back and over the top of your head, and then on the right side it goes in. This is where you relax, and that energy goes to your chi, which is your lower abdomen. And you think about that with each breath. As you breathe in, you think about that energy going up your back, and then when you breathe out, you think about the energy going down to your chi area. And I guarantee you, when you're thinking about that thing going around and around and around, you're not going to be thinking about other things. So that's one of the things that meditation is important, is to get you doing something that's simple and breathing in and out, and so that you're not thinking about all the other things. And that's kind of, it gives you a little bit of idea of how meditation works. They have a lot of times have a mantra that they say, like, I feel better when I breathe deeply. I feel good when I breathe out. Take your time. A hobby was mentioned earlier. This is my hobby, and this is some of the paintings that I had at the vintage market for a while. And this is one of my favorite paintings. But that's the end of it. And anybody have any questions or anything?
That was a nice painting that you showed us, Fred. I'm really pleased that you've taken on that new hobby.
It needs to be made into a postage stamp.
Yeah, I've got to get back to that. I'm going to stop the recording now.